Hey, time to go for a ride on this and see how it goes then. And just for a change, we've got a blue sky and sunshine, and it's hot. So we'll take the Bantam Hill route, I think, and go through Llansadden and down what they call Brown Hill and onto the main road. Let's go. I've only been up and down the lane on it the once so far. We seem to have three rather low gears and quite a big jump to top, as is often the case on some of these Triumphs with wide ratio gearboxes. My Trials Cup replica being one of them. This is the first time I will have ridden a sprung hub Triumph. First time I've ever had one at the workshop, in fact. Oh, we've got a never-ending procession of traffic coming to the road. By the time they finish coming one way, they'll start coming the other way. What is going on today? And everybody's sod off to work. You just think you're going to get a gap, and then another one comes, and then we'll be out of time and won't make it home to round up the video and the ride. Come on. That was never going to end. I bet even Fonz would have trouble staying cool at that junction sometimes. Lights. I feel like the saddle could do with being a little bit further back for my liking. No problem. was a little bit of a balance issue on the wheels. Also I noticed it seems to be that's a little more content with just a touch of retard on the magneto lever. Mind you, I suppose if I was going near flat out, full advance would probably be an advantage then. Engine runs nice and smooth though. I've got a feeling that the tyres could be knocking on a bit and all. Some new ones might be a good idea, but the front wheel is a 20-inch and they can be difficult to get tyres for. Tread-wise they're quite legal, but I wouldn't want to go forcing it down too far on a corner at speed on what we've got. Still in second gear, we've got one down to go if we need it. I don't really use the advanced retard lever on my Royal Enfield Bullet Green Laner. I usually leave that on full advance, especially unless I want a diesel engine, stationary engine type tick over. But on this, being a twin and a bit more revvy, it does seem to sort of there is a bit of an advantage to using the advanced retard lever a little bit in some circumstances, I would say. I've just got a bit of retard on here coming up this hill. Having the lever sort of parallel to the handlebar seems to be a happy spot for it for uphill work. Now then, we're out on the top. We should get some really amazing views today. I think I was going to go through Llansadwrn village and down what they call Brown Hill and onto the main road. I think we'll have a gentle meander down the Roman road instead. I'm not going to go nuts on it. We'll see. I'll make a final decision when I'm at the junction, I think. Nice to see that someone's trimmed the grass verges anyway. This was all getting rather narrow up here last time I came up this way. Oh, brakes are very good. With the characteristics of the engine and the gearing we've got and everything on this machine, it lends itself quite well to this sort of route. Not to mention the brakes, which are quite a bit better than I was expecting actually. Right, there's a series of bumps here. Well, I've ridden things that have got more upset than that about those bumps. Even that bump there wasn't too bad compared to some bikes I've taken over it. Got the sprung hub and the sprung saddle. It's alright. I don't think it's a great deal of movement. Not in the sprung hub anyway, but between it and the saddle, saving my butt and my back. I think we'll carry on round and go the main roadway. more to perhaps let this machine stretch its legs a little rather than avoid the Roman road for the sake of it. Perhaps we'll do the Roman road again sometime on it. So we'll stick to the tarmac for now. Compared to some of Edward Turner's snarling beasts, this is quite docile. Really does seem to be in its element around lanes like this anyway. Changes are a little bit sharp and not quite crunchy. There's a bit of a clack there when you change gear. Not unpleasant. Hopefully this will be going to the right at the bottom and we'll go left. Let's see, we're gonna just about stop away. Good. We got full advance now. got up to an indicated 60 there, perhaps a little more at one point, and there seemed plenty left after that. Put a bit of retard on now, we've slowed down again. I noticed it had a little bit of a sort of very faint wiggle, which perhaps that's what people go on about with the sprung hubs maybe. Seemed to sort of handle reasonably well at the speeds we were doing anyway. Nothing alarming about it. Clutch seems to work nice enough as well. A bit more retard for a tick over maybe. And if it's still a little bit, which I hope we might be, we'll stop it, put it on the side stand and try a hot start, shall we? Well, there we go, not all covered in oil, not billowing out smoke, no horrible rattles. Oil there on the top fin of the cylinder barrels, mate. Not a lot, I haven't been puking it out, I'll keep an eye on that. And overall, that went pretty well. Happy days.